Thanks, Jordan. The baby was on his back, just floating. I was in shock. I could tell something was wrong. When I picked it up, the limbs just fell to the side. Life was escaping it. So I started to check the vitals. Perhaps I had it wrong. I searched for a clean environment, sort of like holy water, something to bring it back to life. This being opposite of me needed help. What can I do? CPR came to mind straight away. I started 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then back to the water. And the turtle came back to life! My earliest childhood memories are standing on the beach and looking down at my toes as incoming waves wash over them and seeing a crab scurrying for cover. That was it. That was the moment. Not only did it change my life, that's why I realized where I came from, the ocean. As my fascination with the sea grew, everything with it engulfed me. At the age of 3, my dad threw me on a surfboard for the first time, and now I can venture out into the waves. As I grew, I studied the waves, tides, currents, moon phases, and winds, all elements essential to surface development. We practically lived at the beach. Mom and Dad always encouraged us to pick up the unsightly rubbish, plastic, and rubber that had been washed ashore. This was not a chore, it was a love for my backyard that I would forever consider my home. So as you might imagine, my childhood made me realize that someone needs to protect and nurture my island. And siapa lagi kalau bukan kita? If not us, then who? How could I make a difference? How could I take actions on a problem I saw? How could I use my skills, tools, and connections? The straw had become the symbol of waste issue in the ocean. Every documentary and campaign showed a turtle with a straw. But this was far from what I was experiencing. As part of our school program on a Wednesday morning, I joined a surfing class. We would spend this time connecting with the ocean, to come out for a drink, for it to be served with a straw. I felt guilty that I was part of the problem. Coming from a school made of bamboo, a solution seemed obvious. It felt easy to access. So we began a bamboo straw exchange to support local warungs to reduce the plastic waste by eliminating plastic straws. We would provide them with reusable bamboo straw along with a pack of cleaner, bio soap, and reusable bag. It was a small contribution to the bigger picture. During this time, I was also invited to attend the Ocean Youth Uprise Conference in Hawaii, hosted by Parley, a world-renowned global environmental organization. It was an amazing opportunity in which I got the chance to meet and learn from some of the world's most inspiring individuals, such as Kimi Werner, filmmaker, environmentalist, freediver, Paul Watson, Captain Sea Shepherd, and Zane Switcher, total waterman and big wave surfer, and yeah, Jack Johnson. It wasn't until I got home that I realized he was a famous singer-songwriter. It was a transformative learning experience, jabbing my passion and inspiring me with ideas that I could bring back to Bali. When COVID hit, unfortunately, the straw exchange program abruptly came to a halt. But the feeling of being part of the solution rather than the problem was something I wanted to continue. This took me back to the sea turtles. Turtles are much more than a photo with a straw. Whilst removing straw from the ocean is important, much more is needed to be done for turtles conservation. Let's look at it from a global perspective. A study by scientists from the Arizona State University discovered that over 1.1 million sea turtles have been illegally killed in the past 3 decades. The United Nations states that sea turtles are primarily poached for their shells and meat, while other parts are commonly used for traditional medicines, decor, jewelry, and other artifacts, resulting in a global illegal wildlife market worth around 20 billion annually. According to the study, 95% of poached sea turtles are green sea turtles and hawksbill turtles, endangered and critically endangered species. Green sea turtles are highly prized for their meat, while hawksbill have a beautiful shells that is high in demand. These species are common along Bali, as well as the olive reedy turtles. Saba Asri is a harmless sea turtle conservation center founded by local fisherman Pak Madi Kiki, located at Saba Beach, Gianyar. Initiated by his deep passion for sea turtles and his determination to save them from extinction, in 2007 he initiated the launch of a self-funded project to safeguard sea turtles from the relentless threat posed by stray dogs and illegal poaching. Some threats sea turtles face at this location: beach erosion limits nesting sites, human activities includes the capture of meat and shell, property development disrupts habitats, and global warming alters nesting sites and temperatures. Through Saba Asri, Pakikik endeavors to protect and preserve these magnificent creatures for future generations. At first, he sent his eggs to the nearest turtle conservation. Little by little, he learned the entire process as time passed. In 2007, he tried to implement what he had learned and gather turtle eggs in his own backyard with very simple facilities and resources, along with a few friends. Not until 2013 did the local government notice the existence of this group and helped donate some funds to build a more proper conservation center by the beach, although it was still far from perfect. The sanctuary is not well protected by a solid wall, only using a temporary fence where stray dogs could easily slip inside to steal eggs. Financial support, of course, had become the most critical part of the journey. Feeding hatchlings, the cost of electricity to keep the water running in the ponds, maintenance, and fees for each turtle eggs brought in by the villages can be quite expensive. With the assistance of others, the Saba Asri crew collects eggs locally during the egg laying season between April to October along the Saba coast. The eggs are carefully collected, then moved to a protected sandy area and monitored. When they hatch, the hatchlings are gathered, then fed for a few days to several weeks to make them stronger. Then they're released in the open ocean to start the journey. The female who survive will return in 30 to 40 years to the same exact beach where they were released to lay eggs, thus completing the cycle. In recent season, Saba Asri collected about 300 nests, each containing approximately 100 eggs. They catered for those that hatch and release of over 20,000 healthy hatchlings back to the sea. Last year, Saba Asri was hit with the biggest wall in a few years that devastated the center. Boundary walls collapsed and vital equipment was ruined. The center needed intense community support to keep its door open and to carry on the legacy of Pakiki, who started all a decade ago. After I'm at Pakiki, I'll spend my spare time helping with basic maintenance as well as gardening. It was a connection that kept me coming back. It brought me joy. Working with baby turtle was sick. Again, I came back to the three questions. How could I make a difference? How could I take actions on a problem I saw? How could I use my skills, tools, and connection? The Wednesday class time once again offered an opportunity. I decided to facilitate Jalan Jalan class, where a group of high school visited Saba Asri throughout the block, to provide a much needed labor-intensive work in the hopes of bringing the center back to its former glory. The group's effort in raising awareness and providing love and support led to a significant increase in our visit for the month. It was my first inroad to being a facilitator and teaching. It felt important that others outside the Greenstone community were connected to Saba Asri. So I visited the Marigold School and gave a talk about Saba Asri and how their community could support it. The grade 2 students from Marigold came to the center and painted a mural. Through donations and fundraising, we raised enough money to fund the installation of a desperately needed pump. The pump is used to provide fresh water for sea turtles. Additionally, I designed, produced, and sold t-shirts. This one. That provided the cost of a new well as well as food supplies for the turtles. The new well will be built in a more appropriate location to further avoid future damage from future rising seas. Thanks to everyone who purchased the t-shirt. You're legends. Woo! The experience further deepened my passion to continue on this path after I graduated. This has been an incredible journey for me in raising awareness in our community. I'm super proud of what we have accomplished together. Thank you. The work will never be done. There is more for us to do. Saba Asri is one organization that aims to make a difference. Saba Asri is one organization that sees a problem and has created a solution. Saba Asri calls out for volunteers to bring their skills, tools, and connection to move their mission forward. What organization do you know that need your help? What organization connects to your passion and hopes for the world? What organization could use your skills, tools, and connection to address the problem? Imagine if every single one of us from this Sankap took that step out of their room or house to spend time with those who will truly make our world sustainable. Through this journey, I realized that yes, I do have to protect the ocean, and yes, I do have a responsibility for my island. But I realized that I'm not the only one, and by connecting and collaborating, we can make a difference. And remember, from little things, big things grow. Thank you. So yeah, I would like to give a big thanks to my mentor, Ibu Putri. She's here in the crowd. Yeah, Ibu Putri, thank you so much. To Ibu Kate, Pak George, and my advisors for always supporting me and giving the love and support. Ibu Asha, the Vovus family, Pak Tony, Evanon, Caesar for donating me the pump. Thank you so much. And I would like to give a big thanks to my mom for always supporting me from day one. And my dad for always harassing me, yeah? Pushing me into waves and all that, always harassing me, and to my sister, thank you for being a lovely sister. Thanks, Jess. Thank you so much for everyone who's helped me along the way. It means a lot to me. Thank you.